Welcome back to
Emergency Intercom.
to this episode. Okay. Welcome
back
to
this
episode
of
Emergency
Intercom.
Sexy edition.
Sexy hot edition.
Sexy nighttime. We're horny.
We're home.
And horny.
We're home and horny.
I guess, yeah, this is our first episode back home after 2 episodes of being gone.
We were on the moon. That was exciting.
On the road again. I can't wait.
We went to the moon.
Last episode.
Go to the moon.
What is that?
I think it's a Playboy Cardi lyric.
Whoa.
I saw Playboy Cardi in Denver at the Red Rocks.
And I saw John Mulaney in Long Beach, the worst place in the world.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. We kind of don't have really anything planned today. We're just like...
Oh, no, I've got shit to talk. I've always got shit to talk. I've got some shit to complain about always. Right. One of my complaints of the day is... Actually, it's not really a complaint. I am so bad at doing little tasks. Like, I've talked about this before when we were looking through our tasks. When we were looking through our notes app, and I was talking about how, like, on mine, also, this is so, like, out of, like, it's, like, not centered at all, this episode. And that's okay, because that's the beauty of our episodes, is every time you come back, there's a little something.
It's a little new. It's something new every time.
Like, our background decaying from how human it gets in here. But, like, I lightly touched on this, and the fact that, like, in my notes app, there are so many fucking entries.
And they're uncompleted.
Yeah, and they're always uncompleted. Actually, let's go through today. I think I kind of, like, killed my tasks for the day. But if you knew what it took out of me emotionally, and after you hear this list, you're going to be like, damn, bitch, you need help. Also, to be fair, I was up really late, and then I had to, like, wake up relatively early compared to how late I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And I had, like, a long, lengthy... emotional night. Not emotional. It was just like I was very upset over nothing.
Are you on your period?
Yeah, my big squirt is coming around. Actually, I have no idea when my period's supposed to happen. I never...
Dude, it really is so irregular.
Yeah, I have like... It's like kind of irregular, but it is. Like, it's always a month and like a week later.
It's
like
insane.
It's like always late. My period has never once been on time.
And
like,
we're always like in sync. Like you sync to mine. Men have like random like weeks once every 3 months where like I'm just angry for no reason.
Well, no, that's because men need therapists and they all refuse to go because they all can't stand the idea of someone looking at them and being like, I know what could help you, and they're like, no, I know what could help me, and I'm not gonna do it.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
And I live by that, and that is my life.
No,
men's idea
of therapy is attempting to understand Infinite Jest.
Oh,
like
my
hearing you
God.
And Josh, hearing you and Josh talk about it, I was like, this is awesome because it's just like it's the most like like, and I love y'all, and I think y'all are very intelligent people. But hearing y'all talk about it, I was like, these are things we all just know as a collective.
No, I have stated multiple times that book is too dense for me. I have tried to read it multiple times. The furthest I've gotten is 60 pages in. And I wanted to kill myself from how dense and depressing and dark and just like literally it makes me feel so inferior and stupid trying to understand that stupid fucking book.
Exactly. That's y'all's version of therapy, because that's what therapy does to you for the first year. It makes you feel very small and insignificant, and you look at all your problems and they swallow you, but then you have to like crawl your way back out of them.
Why do I need therapy if I got Infinite Jest?
Because you can't finish Infinite Jest. That's why you need the
therapy. Then why would I go to therapy? Because I wouldn't be able to finish therapy either. No,
because that's with a human who you like bond an emotional connection to. So
one day I will go to therapy and you will see what it does to me, and you will...
Oh, I know the first year of everyone's therapy, it's like hell. It's pure hell. Bitch, I ran from my therapist. You remember, I literally ignored her for like months. I was like, no, stop fucking talking to me. And she'd be like, come on, like, it's okay. Like, I know you're scared. And I'd be like, leave me alone, wench.
Me and her meeting for the first time, and she was like, I heard you're talking shit.
Dude, my therapist is so funny. My therapist will like email me and be like, hey, like, I hope you're doing good if she hasn't heard from me. And obviously it's coming from like a real place. Like, me and my therapist have like such a good connection to each other. Like, I think we're two people who like actually understand each other. Like, a lot of the things that I believe in, she does too. So it's like a very symbiotic therapist-patient relationship. And when I'll read like her emailing me being like, I hope you're okay, like, when's the next time do you want to speak? If you do want to speak, Drew will be like, that bitch just needs a check.
She's
like, obviously
hungry.
as a joke, like, yeah, but he'll be like, she needs a check. And one time randomly she brought it up and she was like, I hope you never read it like me like needing like an appointment or anything. I genuinely like check up on you because I like care for you and I want to make sure you're doing good. Because I know when I don't hear from you, it's probably because you're like going through like a tumultuous time and freaking out. And yeah, when she was on the phone with me the other day, and Josh and Drew like heard her voice for the first time, and
it
they
shocked me.
Doesn't she sound beautiful?
She sounds like a wonderful
She
person.
literally sounds like
She gives mommy vibes.
She sounds like, I think the character's name or actual like philosopher's name is Truman from Midnight Gospel. The one episode where I was like, this sounds like my therapist. Like, they literally give me the, if you want to know how my therapist sounds, watch that episode of Midnight Gospel. Anyways, but yeah, like hearing y'all talk about Infinite Jest literally had me cracking up in the laundry room because I was like, this is like.
I feel like Josh is the type of person to be able to finish that book, understand it, and like want to.
Josh is a fucking bookworm.
Dude, he's destroying it right now. And he has like a really good like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, he has a good process on it. Like, he's not viewing it as like, I'm reading all these books for like pleasure or like, which is like fine, that's awesome, like if you do that, but that's like what I do. Josh is like reading to study. Like, he's like studying these like writing styles and like how these people like convey their thoughts. And I was like, oh wow, that's like a really like cool way to like digest a book.
I read books to make me sad. I've never once picked up a book that was happy. I don't read happy books. I read books to like fuel like my sadness.
I'm stuck in that phase right now where I get 70 pages into a book and it legitimately like I just can't finish it. And I really am enjoying the books I'm reading.
Oh, yeah.
I do that with TV shows too. Like, I'll get like with fucking what's it called? Marvelous Miss Maisel. I like got like all the way to like season 3 and then just stopped watching it because I was like, I don't want this to end. And I did that with like Tiger King, which is like a shitty example, but like,
no, I've done that with so many shows. People are gonna be so pissed at me, but literally all of my favorite animes I've never fucking finished.
Yeah, I do that.
Soul Eater. I haven't finished Fooly Cooly, and someone is gonna be a smart ass and be like, Fooly Cooly is only like 8 or 12 episodes. Yeah. And I've rewatched episodes in the beginning, like in the front, like few 4 episodes, but I don't want to finish it because I'm like, I like that, to me, this thing is a thing that hasn't ended. I do that with books too. I always read it and I'm like, this is the best book I've ever read in my fucking life, and then I didn't finish it. Like, Crying in H Mart was like one of the books that more recently I was like, damn, this book is fucking amazing, and nope, don't
just
know how
put
that
it down.
ends.
Yeah. Well, I think that like speaks to who we are as people.
Keep going. What does it say about us, Drew?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. That silence was actually sinister. That one freaked me out because like
you
I don't know.
Backed away from the mic. You got really far.
I don't know. I thought I like literally said something mad problematic. I was like, wait, did I like fuck up? Like, what did I say?
I got really offended. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? No, it does, because listen to my to-do list. I haven't finished it. Like, or maybe I did. I said pack.
You didn't get the dry cleaning.
Camera for sure. I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't get my dry cleaning.
I heard you ask Dante to get it.
I know. I need you to do that for me while I'm gone, because I'm scared of them getting rid of it. Because someone told me last night, someone was like, you can only have it there for 30 days, which like I would be back before the 30 days. But if you could get it for me, that would be a fucking serve.
We'll see.
Podcast, which we're doing now. I shot with Orion, which I was supposed to do. Call pharmacy and pick up my thing. I did that. Clean? No. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my list. And it was, if y'all understood the weight that was on my chest before I went to sleep, and this morning and all day today, it literally, that's what made me so exhausted today. It wasn't doing the tasks. It was like
your mindset.
Like me being like, dude, I have so, like, I literally feel like heavy physically because I'm like, I haven't finished that and it's like 8 p.m. So like, what am I going to do? Like I've got places to go. I've got people to see, and I was gonna say something like so sexual for no reason, but I changed my mind. I took it back. Yeah, that was something I wanted to talk about. And the other thing I want to talk about is I will always be late. Bitch, you are so annoying. Guy looking up from his phone because he
It won't come down. It won't go down. Help.
I will always be late. And that's just a fact. I will never be early. And someone might say that's like a sign of disrespect, but at least I fucking
no, that
admit
is
it.
Dude, oh my god, when you are late, like it actually drives me fucking insane. Like that is something that like literally hurts me. But like I do a good job at just like letting you do
and
your
I don't
thing.
give a fuck, because guess what? And if I need to be there on time, I could be 5 minutes late.
You will always
if
stop.
like I desperately need to, if it's like Enya, if you are not here on time, you will be pushed back for your appointment or this or that or the third. We'll close the doors. I'm like, I could be 5 minutes late. That's what you're saying to me right now. You're saying I have a 5 minute
If you just managed your time just like a little bit better, it would like your life would be amazing.
If I didn't get stuck in the loops I get stuck in, I can't express enough. I get caught in loops in this house. Like, and it's always been a thing for me, but it freaks me out sometimes. Like, if
Girl,
everyone
it's
knew
not
how
the
hard
loops,
it
it's
was.
the coffee right before you leave. You got to cook that goddamn coffee and then go.
Oh, no, that's that's not a loop. That's a need.
That's what I was saying.
Like,
It's not the loops.
if
it's
I don't
the
have
coffee.
time to get to a coffee before I go somewhere, I'm making a damn coffee. Don't play with me. Like, I'm not, like, I'm sure I'm 5 minutes late. But you know that already. But
down.
you know that. Like, you know I
Put that down.
But yeah, but the loop I get stuck in the most and what makes it hardest to leave the house is I'm convinced Azul got out. So I have to see Azul like 4 times
You've given
before
me
I leave.
that anxiety.
And then I'm convinced I didn't lock any doors. And then sometimes I'm convinced I put a candle on and like I haven't lit a candle. I'm like, I haven't lit a candle in like 2 weeks. But I'm like so convinced. So I have to go around the house and look at all my candles.
I do that right before the airport. Like when I'm like flying somewhere, like I am like, I don't know what it is, but I'm so weird about like my doors being opened or closed. Like when I leave, my doors, I mean, that's not weird, but like my closet door has to be like closed and like my door, like Azul will be in there and I'm like, fuck dude, like I want to close my door so bad, but Azul's in there. So I just like let him leave. And then another thing is at night, like I have to sleep with my door cracked. I don't know what it is.
I have to have my door closed.
Do you sleep with socks on? I think I asked that.
I don't think you asked it on the podcast, but I think you asked me. I don't sleep with socks on. Which I like. Actually, that's a lie. When in the winter here, I fully have to sleep with socks on.
Yeah, it's really fucked up.
My feet get so fucking cold, and every time someone sleeps over, they get really mad at me because my feet will touch them, and then they're like, "Bitch, what the fuck?" And then I get really embarrassed, so I have to put socks on.
Wait, who's sleeping over?
You.
I was about to say, like,
and
if it's not me. If it's not me, then who
Orion,
is it?
Elisa, the list goes on. I got
hold
itches.
Orion.
Elisa refuses to sleep in my bed, and it offends me every time.
No, I know.
But she
Josiah refuses to sleep in my bed, and it offends the fuck out of me. Like last night, I was like, Josiah, just sleep in here, please. Like we'll watch Maisel on my iPad, like while we go to sleep. And he was like, I'm not watching Maisel on that little fucking iPad. I was like, no, we can.
It's a big iPad.
That's what I said. I was like, this is the biggest fucking screen ever.
This is the biggest iPad you can get.
Then he pointed to my computer, and he was like it's not as big as that. And I was like, yeah, like
No.
let me put my fucking monitor in my bed. Like what do you even fucking mean? Like just sleep in my bed with me. Like just sleep with me.
You know what it is? Okay, so Elisa listens to every single podcast, so I'm airing her ass out, and she's gonna be so upset with me because like no one needs to know this about someone. But it's not that uncommon. But she was like, no, I get really hot when I sleep in bed with someone, and like I don't want to like sweat in your bed, which I can respect that. Even though I know that, each time I feel a sense of rejection that I just like can't get over. But I've convinced myself it's like because Elisa is like scared of like we might fall in love if she sleeps next to me. So like I'm gonna like leave it at that. But she won't sleep with me. Orion will always sleep with me. Orion will like
she's down
regardless. Yeah, she's probably one of the first like people who I would like sleep with all the time. I guess I used to sleep with you on tour. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, why don't you want to sleep with me? Everyone loves sleeping with me though. I
also,
do.
That's
I be hugging
thing.
bitches in their sleep by accident.
By the way, I sleep with socks on because I asked that question because I saw someone ask that, and someone was like, yeah, I sleep with socks on, and literally everyone was like, you are a fucking monster freak,
I know
bitch.
I know some people who like can only sleep with socks on.
It literally like, I can't sleep without them because my feet feel so fucking naked. But like,
yeah, the only person I know who has to sleep with socks on is like also a man. So maybe it's a man thing.
Another thing is I don't trust people who get hot while they're sleeping. Like, learn to fucking regulate your body temperature. Like, literally learn to figure that out. Because like, also just people who are like, oh, it's like fucking like hot. Like, I feel like we are like really like acclimated to hot environments now, but then when like guests come into our house and like, dude, it's like 80 fucking 2 in here, I'm like, girl,
leave.
I'm comfortable in this 82 degrees, like,
even though like we complain about it, I'm just like, then leave. Like, since you don't like it so much, why the fuck are you in
since
here?
you hate our fucking house and you just called us like broke and disgusting
and you
like,
fucking hate us. Buy me an AC then.
Yeah.
Buy me a fucking air conditioner.
Fix our AC. Girl, the only thing we need to do to fix our AC is change that filter that is covered in mold. Or not mold,
you
but
are so convinced. No, this is like really gross and like shows our like immaturity right now, but we have never ever changed our vents in the crib. And
I looked in there about like 2 months ago, and it was like 3 inches of like dust and debris, which is literally just like fucking dead skin. Like, it's our dead skin particles floating around, and we're just like reintroducing it to our environment. And that's probably why I think there's black mold, and that's probably why we're tired all the time, is because we're just fucking breathing in our dead skin. I got bad news.
I've been like this for my whole life, and so have you.
Yeah.
So that's not that.
I'm just trying to explain it. I'm trying to figure it out.
No, you want our audience to feel bad for you and be like, oh my god, no, oh no, Drew is like dying from black mold. Like, that's what you want.
One day we will get, I don't know what they're fucking called, a mold expert to come in here, and they'll test the levels, and y'all will be fucking shocked, and you'll be like, oh my god, they're gonna find toxic levels of mold in our house.
And I won't move.
You don't have to move, but they'll be like, I don't know how y'all have lived in this for so long. It could like come out that like we've just been in like a complete delusion for the last 2 years, and like everything we experienced wasn't real, and like it's all because of the mold poisoning.
You need help, like psychiatric help. I'm done with the therapist. I'm done saying you need to go to a therapist. You need to go
lock me up,
a psychologist.
Lock me up. Lock me up.
I was gonna say something while you were saying that. Oh, actually, while you were saying that, I was literally just waiting for my turn to speak because I was thinking about how awful moving is. Like, the day I, like, because I was like, oh my god, imagine a mold expert did come in here and was like, you can't live here. I would be so fucking livid, because to be told you have to move, like, oh, I've experienced. Now I know, like, of course I knew as a kid when we were getting evicted that is not good and it sucks. But like, oh my god. Being told you cannot live somewhere and don't have a choice and you have to move.
And like
moving
finding
is one of the
worst
things to do in life. Like,
no, it literally, no, it not just to you. Like, there are like the 3 main stressors in life are like moving, like experiencing a death, and there's another one. It's like
sex.
I think it's like divorce or something.
Yeah.
Like divorce, fucking death, and moving are like the top 3 like most stressful things in life.
No, Kai's shaking his fucking head because he knows if that's true or not.
Girl, Google it.
Those are the 3 most stressful.
Google it. Google it right fucking now. You will be shocked.
You're saying that moving is as stressful as death?
Yeah. Bitch, no, I'm not saying as stressful. Also, I said the top 3.
Let's take this poll. Who in the room has experienced a close death and moving? Both of those things, huh? You have? Girl, fuck you. Have you actually? Yeah. I don't know shit about. Oh, you are pretty old. You've experienced a lot.
Well, I think we have not talked about this enough, but everyone in my life is dying. Someone commented.
You mentioned that. You mentioned death in every single episode.
I'm questioning my mortality. Like, that's just a part of growing up, and I just love being able to like voice that with our audience, because I just like letting them know, like, you're not alone in these thoughts.
Yes, you are, bitch. You went in an episode, you said you were so alone. Everyone's so fucking alone. And now you try to be like, you're not alone.
Well, I have...
You look it up? Who looked it up?
Here, I'll look it up right now. I'll look it up right now.
Also, not me sitting here assuming Kai hadn't experienced like death. Like, I guess because most people I know haven't experienced like a close death.
Okay, top 5 most stressful things. Let's go.
Actually, no. Everyone in our friend group kind of.
Oh my god! I literally got it. I got it fucking right. Death of a loved one,
How
divorce,
you were
moving.
To be right?
No. Okay, look. I'm so fucking right now, and I love it.
What is this website?
Hospitals. It's literally hospitals.org. Death of a loved one, divorce, moving, major illness or injury, and job loss. I deserve a round of a fucking applause.
No, maybe from Kai.
Moving seems like the outlier here.
How many times have you moved?
Like, twice?
You don't feel like someone who owns a lot of things that you care about. No, like little things. Like, do you have like little trinkets that you're like this and this means this for me?
Okay, on this list,
like that kind of guy.
they
I've
listed
seen your room.
They listed retirement as one of the most stressful things. Like, I'm sorry, but I cannot wait for the fucking day to retire.
Most people can't retire. That's why it's stressful. It's because retirement is not like actually real. Like, my dad isn't like clicking his heels like, I can't wait till I can't work anymore. He's like, oh my god, when I can't work anymore, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna die after that. Like, after that is death. Sorry, Kai. I bet you have a lot of things you care about.
Not for me.
Material-wise.
Material girl.
Like your 2 pairs of shoes.
I'm gonna edit that out.
I got some cool little sneakers on.
You are in your own world. Me and Kai are fully having a conversation in here.
Yeah, oh wait, I forgot. It's the Kai and Enya podcast, not the fucking Drew and Enya podcast. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
it's not called
actually, no. Hold on. Y'all go ahead and have y'all stupid little fucking conversation while I'm over here just looking like a goddamn fool. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're busy relishing in being right.
No, I was researching.
I'm so sweaty.
They said retirement, chronic illness makes sense. No, actually, that sounds like my goddamn dream. I'm not kidding. That is one of the most fucked up things about me is like, I feel like actually disgusting saying this because this is not chill at all. And I recognize that and I realize that this is not okay to like want this, and I actually do need psychiatric help, and this is very deep, and it like goes back to like my childhood or something, but I legitimately like want a chronic illness.
I don't, because I don't believe that I could ever be chronically ill. I am chronically ill.
I was about to be chronically sick. Like, damn, you sick as hell.
I'm chronically ill as fuck. Like,
transitioning to adulthood, yeah, that is very fucking stressful.
Yeah, fucking right. People need to grow the fuck up. That shit pisses me off. Like, oh, coming of age, I'm turning 19 and 20. Girl, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. But I guess that's not like coming to terms with being an adult. I just don't care. Like,
I just realized I'm like old.
No, you're not though. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm like one of the lucky ones who I just like, I've never had like a serious like moment of sadness and like moment of being actually upset at aging. I love aging because I've always felt, and this sounds big-headed, but I've always felt like my age didn't match how I felt mentally. So I am excited to finally be coming to a place where I'm like, yes, the brain in my head makes sense for this age. But that's because my life fucking sucked balls and I had to deal with a bunch of shit as a like young person. So I didn't ever get to be a kid anyway.
I feel like I'm like regressing. I feel like my brain is getting younger and my body is getting older.
No, girl, that brain is staying the same.
Actually, my brain is expanding.
Yeah,
what am I talking
read
about?
60 pages of Infinite Jest. Like, you're going.
I'm different. I'm actually different. I'm not like these other bitches. Like, I've read Infinite Jest.
I will always be late. I'm still thinking about that. Like, I will be late and I will move plans around because I will be late. Everyone who knows me knows that though. Like,
getting married is stressful.
I guess marriage is also another thing that I don't fucking get. You bitches are weird. Why the fuck?
I don't ever want to be married.
Yeah, I don't believe in like legal.
I used to like be like, girl, like what? It's like cute, but now I'm like,
hell no. A divorce is not cute, and a divorce is inevitable.
No, marriage is literally fake, and it's like a governmental experiment to get us to like pay more money.
It's a government experience to get us to pay to be in a relationship.
To get married?
weddings are expensive,
Well,
and
just
getting
weddings.
annulled and shit
Yeah,
is like very. Is,
legally
I don't think
binded.
it's expensive, but I think it's like you have to pay money to get all the documents done.
See, that's fucking insane. That's actually insane.
Here I go, bitch. I'd rather just go to Chuck E. Cheese and get in that booth where they like draw you and sketch, and I'll use a pencil to like sign our names on it.
I want to get in the fucking hurricane ticket booth at Chuck E. Cheese so bad right now. That was one of the
Did
happiest
they fight
moments.
at your Chuck E. Cheese? I always saw parents getting into fist fights at my Chuck E. Cheese, and it was fun. And it was like, this is how humans should be existing. Parents should be getting tipsy and fist fighting, and kids are lost, and the kids are crying, and they don't know where to go.
That's like
and
kinda
the
how
big mouse is scaring the fuck out of everyone.
They need to let that fucking mouse rest. They have put that bitch to fucking use. They need to get a goddamn new mascot.
Dude, what's crazy is like how fucking terrifying it used to look when we were kids, and it was normal for us. We were like, that looks normal. Now they've like cartoonified the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
But he actually looked like a big fucking rat.
Five Nights at Freddy's. The Chuck E. Cheese. What I was saying is that like ticket booth, I have never experienced that level of joy in my entire life than like standing there and like figuring out like the method to like catching the tickets and like,
I don't know if I've ever been in there. I thought even as a kid it was like embarrassing to have my hair blow that much, and I was like, ugh.
Oh my god, you're literally the most vain person I know.
Yeah, period. And I never looked stupid as a kid. Actually, I always looked stupid as a kid, but I thought I was throwing fits, and everyone thought I was throwing fits. So that's
You
all
were
that
throwing
matters.
crybaby fits.
Actually, I am a big crybaby. I think everyone who knows me knows that. But as a kid, you were so.
Something I discovered today.
I didn't finish, bitch.
Okay, well, fucking finish. Damn.
As a kid, I used to cry, and when I cry, I get so much mucus and like boogers. It's really gross. It's like disgusting. You've seen it. Like I like can fill up a t-shirt with like mucus. It's really disgusting. But as a kid, I didn't know how to wipe my nose, and boogers would just be running down my face, and I would start screaming boogers. And my
that
family,
crybaby snot tastes good. It does. It's salty. Keep going, damn.
Anyway, my family would look at me and like just mock me and be like, boogers, boogers, and I would freak the fuck out. And that's it.
I don't even remember what the fuck I was gonna say. What did I even start saying?
I don't know.
Ranch dressing. That shit is like
Disgusting.
No, it's delicious. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's
hate
delicious.
I like dipping baby carrots in ranch, but like I would never ever put ranch on a fucking salad.
Okay,
Go
but
to
what-
hell. You're going to
Oh my
fucking
God.
hell.
Let me finish. Literally, ranch is the best named food of all time. I had that ranch and mustard. Like ranch, like that is perfect.
No, they call it ranch because it smells like fucking horse poop. That's why
No.
they call it ranch.
It smells
like balls.
so fucking delicious.
Blue cheese actually is the most accurate description for what that shit smells like.
Yeah, stinky
Blue cheese? Blue
cheese.
would smell like that.
Blue cheese, ranch.
Mustard is like the perfect mustard is the perfect word. Also, like every time you say mustard, all I can think about is the guy getting mustard squirted all over him while he's sleeping.
The best video.
Like that's
ever
one of the
made.
best videos. That one is right under James Charles dancing at Coachella for me.
No, that one's right under James Charles singing in the canyon for me.
No, literally James Charles. I'm sorry. I've said it once and I'll say it again. What the fuck is wrong with that motherfucker?
He has too many yes people in his life. He has too many yes people.
No,
in his
he
life.
has too many people looking at him and being like, serve.
He has too many delusions. I'm sorry.
He needs someone to look at him and be like,
oh no.
what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
We should be those people for him.
He would hear this and he'd be like, I can ask the same thing about you. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, girl, I've seen you move that body. Something is wrong. You need clinical help.
His joints are fusing. He's chronically ill.
Dude, the thing is, I've never seen someone who
We need to
gets
start
told
that
they
rumor.
can't sing and
He has
dance
a
so
chronic
much.
illness.
Like he is the fucking the kid who wouldn't stop believing in himself. Like
And you know
no
what?
one has the self-confidence that motherfucker has.
And
Because
I'm jealous of that.
at that point, I would just stop.
Those are the people that go the furthest in life. Like the people that like blindly like believe everything they're doing is right. Like are like the best. Kind of
the
people.
happiest.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't tell him he can't dance. Everyone says it and he just keeps on dancing. He feels like
Dude, I'm just like thinking of him singing, like Brittany Broski, like posting him singing like fucking 3 times a day is like the single funniest thing. Like, it's just so good.
I'm trying to think of like.
I love that. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of influencers and like just like social media people, like in private, like all watch those videos. Like they all cycle through.
There is nothing better to do when there's nothing to watch than throw James up on the TV right now. I need you know what? I need to pick me up. Throw that motherfucker on the TV. Like, you know what he can't say is he brings a smile to someone.
I was about to say
he's made me very happy. A video of him dancing has gotten my ass up and out of bed once. Like from the other room.
Yes, I sent you that video.
I was falling asleep, like, and it shot like adrenaline through my body because I couldn't believe it.
I heard your laugh across the house, and you're like, Drew, that fucking video you just sent.
It was insane. It's the one of him like opening his. Also, someone pointed out to me the other day, his fashion taste is AI made. Like his taste in general is made by an AI.
Dude, we've briefly talked about it, but like. It's just that effect where, like, let the bodysuits go. Let them go. James Charles,
let the bodysuit sweatpant combo go.
Let it go.
Put jeans on.
Put
bitch.
it down.
Literally, me and James Charles closet every day. Put that down.
Girl, that belt. That goddamn belt. Okay, this is
I'm going to go with some scissors and fucking cut that long-ass belt. Yeah, like, but we knew this. We knew I was a hater. You know what? He's laughing from his ugly, expensive house, and I'm laughing from my cute, scenic apartment. And look how beautiful it's serving. Like, look who's laughing.
It looks good. It looks good right now.
Also, James Charles' house looks like an IKEA like escape room.
It just you know what? It just looks like those like ultra modern houses that are built really cheap but like look really nice, and they just like did it very quickly and cheaply and just upsold the shit out of it. He got scammed.
I can run through his walls.
Yeah, no, actually, like his walls are thin. I like when I like sneak up to his house at night, I can like hear him like talking.
No, same. Yeah. Oh, when I play on his big little trampoline, sometimes when I'm jumping, I'm scared the springs will be too loud and it'll wake him up. And when I play basketball, okay, never mind. Okay, I'll stop. Like, because I was about to say, now why the fuck do you have a basketball court at your house? Why do you have that? Like, why? Now you're just bored. Like,
literally, why does he have that?
It's because he's trying to beat the algorithm. Like,
no,
he's trying to beat the algorithm of real life. Like,
this is dark. He's trying to lure the straight men.
He's like, you want to come play basketball at my house? Because, like, that's what you would like and stuff.
Okay, this is a good transition, but I've had this thought, and every time I've said it, I've been, like, not shut down, but everyone's like, okay, like...
I'm about to okay you, I have a feeling.
But based is the new edgy. Like, people were embarrassed to be called edgy, so they just made up a new word, and it's based.
Bass just will always remind me of Lil B. And I know that's like probably where it stems from, like
Based
being used on the internet. I just don't understand.
That was like my first merch was Based God bracelets. I was so fucking lame and corny.
I don't think that's lame and corny. I think that's cute. I think any like
Obama based God.
Oh, never mind.
So
my first merch was my One Direction varsity jacket, which I inquired about.
I made them.
Oh, that's cute.
I didn't sell them, but like it was like this like Google thing where like you could 3D print shit, and like a few of like my followers back then that are now friends like got them.
My first thing I like ever really made that was like merch of something or like a bootleg or anything like that was in 7th grade. My crush, his name was Sebastian. We're still like friends, but his name was Sebastian, and he used to go by like Super Seb or some shit. Like it was like something with Superman. He liked the S, like the logo for that. And then out of polymer clay, I made him a chain for Valentine's Day that like was the Superman logo, and that was my gift to him. And that was like the first like merch thing. It was
probably like really shitty and like looked like crap. So.
Actually, I've always been very artistically inclined, even at the ripe age of 12. So. Bitch, fuck you.
I just have a bunch of topics, things that like pop into my head that I
can't believe how long we did. I I can't believe how long we just talked about James Charles. Also, okay, this is the last thing. I'm sorry. In no other community is it okay to say inspired by and just do the same thing someone else did. That is the weirdest thing to me. This motherfucker will be like, look, inspired by so-and-so. You go to so-and-so's page, that wasn't inspired. Ooh. You just did it. But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
That like also transitioned to one of my thoughts I had this week. I'm really airing myself out here right now by saying this, but TikTok is the first app in my entire life that I have like contemplated like thirst following someone. I've never really thirst followed people in my entire life, but like when people are like sexy hot on my timeline, I stalk all of their fucking videos. I go to their page and watch every fucking one of their videos.
Because TikTok is the first time that like even someone who has like an interesting personality like is showing personality and also being hot. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, because on Instagram there's like hot people and you know they're hot, but you don't really know what they're like. And on TikTok, I think a lot of it is like you kind of have to show like who you are because you have to like choose the music that you like. The sounds people choose is very
telling.
Indicative of their, and is that the word?
Yeah.
Of their like personality. So like, especially if they're using music that you find interesting, you're like,
hold on, babe.
Hi, babe. Now people are gonna go look at who you fucking follow, bitch.
I know. I'm gonna unfollow everybody. I went through and unfollowed a bunch of people though. I was like, you're not following me back. Fuck you.
I do that all the time.
I don't care. If you don't follow me back, I'm not following you. And also, a lot of I thought about this today. Also, a lot of the people that I follow, I don't like. Why the fuck am I following you? I met you once, and I don't like anything you fucking post. Like, I'm like tired. I'm bored. Like,
the worst thing anybody. I feel like this is like for everyone, but like the worst thing to happen is when someone's like, "Let's follow each other in real life," and you're not even like getting along like that. And they're like, "Let's follow each other." I'm like, "Bitch, I don't even like our real life experience right now. Why the fuck am I gonna do this online?"
Your online experience. Should I just keep reading some of my thoughts?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
the least intrigued go ahead of my life.
I could talk about how I'm like a snooper. I like going through people's things when I'm in new houses.
Oh, I do that shit too.
I'm like, what do you got?
I don't do it as much as you. You make it a mission. You get into a new space and you look.
It's just like, I just like seeing their life that they have hidden away in their drawers. I like, what do you not want me to see? Like, what is it that you don't want me to see?
Because I want to see it. Like Airbnb.
I'm gonna invade your fucking privacy.
Now, why are you leaving your personal things out? Because I'm gonna look.
I'm gonna steal.
You're gonna steal. Oh, I stole something the other day. I love stealing. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't steal. I know where to steal from. I steal from people who I'm like, you have way too much money and you're not gonna miss it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's when I steal, which is like gonna be very not okay. But actually, most people who like I want to get in their house and steal some shit
that's your
from,
feminine instinct to gather.
Yeah, I'm just gathering and like that's all I'm doing. But I was at an event the other day where I was being a bitch to like everyone because it was like a bunch of rich people who were looking like I just felt
we hit a stain at one of these licks. Yeah, or like, one of these events.
I just felt like they were looking at me funny, so I was like, fuck all of you. I want to like beat the shit out of all of you. Because like I think it was very obvious that I don't know. I think everyone there kind of knew each other, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Like that's what I felt like to everybody.
And why are you not in my drawers yet? Me to the physics teacher on TikTok. Who the fuck is this, and why are you not in my drawers yet?
In my drawers? In my drawers? I stole some Chanel seeing glasses the other day, and they're literally my prescription. I didn't tell you about this.
No, what the fuck? Where?
Okay, to be fair, so the venture started out as me being a good person. I saw it was in like a really nice leather carrying case that said Chanel on it. A really nice
one. Willie. Keep going.
It was in a really nice carrying case and it was leather and I thought it was a wallet. So I saw it on a table and there was a bunch of people around, but no one was at this table. And it didn't seem like anybody who was around was ever at that table. So I saw it and I was like, oh shit. So I went and opened it because I was like, oh, I'm going to see if there's an ID in this. And if there is, I'm gonna like find the person. Like
bag.
that's what I'm gonna do. Shut up. So I like looked in it and I was like, oh, these are glasses. So then I felt really uncomfortable because I was like, people, it's gonna look like I was gonna steal this. So I closed it and backed up and like looked around and still nobody was looking and nobody even seemed interested that these were sitting on the table. No. So I walked away and I was like, that was weird. And I walked away and then an hour goes by and I come back and I'm progressively more drunk than I was the first time I saw it. And I was like, no one has claimed this yet. And this party is dying down. So I put my fucking purse over and I took it and I like walked away.
Oh my God.
And guess what? They're my prescription.
Where are they?
Huh?
Where are they?
They're right there. That's them. The carrying cases in my room.
Oh, hell yeah.
See, I do things like this. I do things like this and admit it publicly, and then I'm like, so why aren't events like? So why am I not getting invited to events? Like,
I was about to
where's
say.
my invite? I want to be a part of like the socialites, but like, listen.
I'm gonna admit it right now. When we stole all that Aesop soap from that one event, that was like one of the most exhilarating moments of my life.
It's fucking fun.
Like we stuffed our drawers full.
Like you obviously also you don't care about those glasses. You're not someone who's like, oh God, like I'm bringing these out. This is like a big risk.
She probably got in a car wreck on the way home.
No, they're reading glasses. They're not like farsighted because they're my prescription, but only like in terms of like closeness.
Okay.
Like I can technically read a book without my glasses on, but it would be better if I had reading glasses. And I don't give a fuck.
You're really fucking.
And they're really nice. They are.
I stole
really
a pumpkin from this really nice restaurant that I went to in Colorado. I stole a pumpkin off the table. Which isn't the craziest thing, and then I took it to the streets and I slam dunked it into a trash can, and it was awesome in one of the alleyways. Denver
we don't steal like things. I don't believe in stealing from like small places or businesses. I don't even steal from like big corporations and stuff. I steal from random people who are least expecting it.
so like the worst kind.
Okay, bitch. Now, why the fuck are you bringing your reading glasses to an event?
Girl, those are her seeing eye glasses and she's blind right now.
Good. Then if you needed them so bad, okay, Velma, why the fuck are you losing them?
Where are my glasses?
The camera's not recording actually this time.
You are so annoying. You are one of the worst people I've ever met.
Just get pwned. Keep getting pwned by me. It's like embarrassing.
I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you.
It's embarrassing how pwned you get.
You said Denver?
Yeah. You said Denver? Denver is, I'm sorry if you live there. I love you because you're watching this. But Denver, Colorado is literally one of the most sinister cities I've ever been in my entire life. Like, I cannot stress this enough. It is the most quiet, empty city. Like, I swear to God, I saw 13 people total while I was there.
That's why it's one of the first places that had legalized weed because there was nothing else to do.
Exactly. Like it was genuinely shocking, and I don't even know how to explain it. Like, we were there on the weekend and there was like no one there, but then like I went to the Playboi Carti concert and it felt like the entire city was there. Like, it was insane. I was like, where the fuck did you people come from? Like, where did y'all come from?
Just like you, they came from out of state and they were like, I want to be at a concert with rocks.
The Red Rocks, I could talk about that. The Playboi Carti concert was fucking awesome. The Red Rocks was beautiful. I met some people there. Y'all are awesome. And yeah, the airport, when I was walking through it, I was like, oh, I have like a bad vibe here. Like, I feel like I'm being herded like a cattle. Like, this place is fucking weird.
The airport?
Yeah, I was like, there's weird murals all over the walls. So I did a little digging. It is like the conspiracy capital of like America. Like, literally.
Yeah, because they have nothing else to do.
No, it's weird. It's weird. I like was reading about it on the airplane before I like knocked out, and then I had like a weird dream about it for like the 30 minutes that I fucking slept on the plane because like for some reason I couldn't fall asleep because the Denver airport is cursed. But that shit is weird. They like,
you know, you keep saying weird. What's so weird?
I said like the murals. There's like this scary fucking horse out front that's like 60 feet tall that has like red glowing eyes, and like, okay, like what the fuck is that? And then I read into it a little more, and the fucking artist that designed and was building the horse fucking killed him while he was building it.
Did it fall on him?
It like a piece fell off and cut an artery in his leg. Like, what? And then they still erected it. They finished it and erected it.
Whoa, they what?
They made it have a fucking boner, and they put the big boner in front.
Boner.
And then there's these like weird cursed murals all over that like predict like the new world, and then there's like tunnels underneath it and all this shit. I'm not saying I'm like feeding into this conspiracy, but like, why is it the biggest airport in the world in fucking Denver? I think it's like the biggest or second biggest airport in the world.
I feel like the Atlanta airport is one of the biggest.
I don't know. I can look it up real quick. But
I've
on
been
top
to
of
the
that,
Atlanta
it costs
airport so many
$4.8 billion. And I'm like, where did that money go? It's all in the tunnels underneath. And there's a secret society living under there. Also, the Masonic, there's like Masonic.
Yeah, it's the second largest one.
Which one's the biggest?
The one in Saudi Arabia.
I almost said that.
Is Atlanta like a big one? Or am I tripping?
That was probably like... The Atlanta is a beautiful fucking airport. Atlanta and
I was going to say, actually, I haven't been like in the Atlanta airport for a long time.
Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking of Chicago, I think.
I don't even remember Chicago airport, but I know Atlanta airport. Like, I just know they have a Chick-fil-A there. Because I would land there when I was younger and be
Every
like...
airport.
Because that motherfucker would always get us connecting flights.
Oh.
Literally get us some of the worst flights ever. Spirit airplane should be illegal. Why is a Spirit airplane from Miami to New York $20? No. Why does it cost less than an Uber?
You hop in a car and it's $5,000. Wait a damn minute.
Is that not insane, girl? That really is an Airbus. Like, by all definitions. That's an Airbus.
Why is it
I feel like if I
$20?
showed my student ID in high school to Spirit Airlines, they'd be like, yeah, just get on. Like,
dude, what the fuck? And they're also yellow. Like, the airplanes are yellow.
Because they don't think that
it's advertising
the pilots,
in the sky.
Yeah, the pilots they hire can't see other planes unless they're yellow. They're like scared that you won't see it.
On the train, I saw a Spirit Airlines pilot, and he had a gay pride, like, Spirit Airlines thing on his bag. I don't know why that's like... Whatever. That's why it's so cheap, because they have gay people flying the airplanes. Gay people can't drive. What makes you think they can fly a fucking airplane?
Is that like... Oh, yeah, I guess that is the whole thing, that gay people can't drive.
Yeah,
like on the internet. People say that.
The curbs, driving on the curbs.
Girl, not being able to drive...
We've hit a couple curbs.
Huh?
We've hit a couple curbs.
Oh, I hit the fuck... Dude, my car has been through it. It's crazy that my car has no bumps or scratches on it like that, because, like, it's the bottom. It's the important part that I be hurting on my car. Like... I'll like hop off a curb and you just hear like the bottom of it like boom, like really hard.
Dude, the most annoying thing that I do is when you're parking in like a tight spot, I like try to predict you hitting it, and I'm always like
so
predicting.
annoying. Bitches think I don't know my car. I know my car shockingly well. I know the dimensions of my car, and I have never been in a car accident. Knock on wood. And I fucking served the house down, because you know what? No one's gonna hit me. I'm gonna fucking hit them. And that's how you have to drive.
Why are you not in my drawers yet?
You keep saying drawers like fucking kitchen drawer.
Draws.
Draws. Yeah, it's like draws. If you're gonna say it, you have to say it correctly. Come correct. But yeah, Spirit Airlines flights are way too cheap. Like, when you use like Expedia, it'll be like, the flights this day are $100. And it's like $100 to leave LA to go to Miami. And then like all the other flights are $400. And it's like, now what the fuck is going to happen on that one?
They save the money with the trays.
The trays are the size of an iPhone.
My iPhone cannot fit on the fucking tray.
Like, the trays are literally the size of an iPhone Max.
The seats are made out of cardboard.
They don't give you a TV. They're like, you better think. You better think about why you made this decision. But I guess on a Spirit, that's where you're going to finish an Infinite Jest, is on a Spirit flight, because you have nothing else to lose.
No, I'm panicking because I'm going to die in this fucking airplane the entire time.
You know what's really fucked up is when I get bad turbulence on a plane, like, I don't get scared, and I find it so fucking funny when everyone's scared. I'm like, you are so funny because you're so scared right now.
The girl...
As if your terror and fear is going to stop this plane from crashing.
The girl... I literally just had this conversation with my friend Cooper. The girl next to me on the flight to Texas was like... I think it was her first time flying, and she was freaked the fuck out. Like, she was like, she grabbed onto my arm on takeoff and was like shaking. And it was it was so cute and endearing. And then like I sleep on flights normally, and like there was enough turbulence that like I like popped up and like bumped a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is like some intense like turbulence. And she was next to me like praying. She was like and I was like, God is not stopping this airplane from crashing, girl. Like, I'm on it.
Because I feel like most people are gonna, but maybe it's because we've been on so many flights. But even from a young person, like I remember when I was on one of my first flights ever, and it was from Miami to Orlando, and those flights you get in like a tiny fucking fighter like plane. Like you don't get on a real plane for those flights. Like I was in, like, I'm not kidding, like I am not exaggerating, like a 12-seater plane one time. Yeah, like 16. It was like nothing. Like it was like you couldn't even bring a bag onto the plane.
Oh my God.
For that flight, all you could have was like a book bag or some shit. Like because the plane could not handle that much weight.
I couldn't fit on that plane because of like my fat ass. And my wiener's like too heavy. It would like weigh it down. Because I have a giant fucking cock. And now that I'm taking ashwagandha, it's constantly just engorged. It's gotten bigger.
But yeah, I remember on that flight, there was really bad turbulence, again, because we were on a paper plane, like going like 1,000 miles an hour. And everyone on the plane was freaking out. And 16-year-old me, or 17-year-old me, was cracking up. You were so fucking annoying. I was dying laughing out loud because I was like, y'all are so scared of dying right now. And in my head, I was like, if anyone's scared, it should be me. Y'all are like fucking 8 million years old.
Like y'all have lived your fucking life.
Me to like a 20-year-old when I was 17, I was like, you're fucking a million years old. Like you're passing.
Ancient, you're disgusting. Grow down.
No, say your stupid fucking airplane thing.
Well, I have two things. So I have two things to say. So I was sitting on my flight. It was really fucking early. It was really cold, and they were like de-icing the airplane, which was like beautiful to experience. But like as I was sitting
I've actually seen that before.
The airplane, like when we were taxiing, like, you know, when you're taxiing, it like shakes a little bit or whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, I was laying and I was like almost asleep, and I was like laying with my arms on the table and my face down like this, really uncomfortable. I had it was like one of the 2-seater airplanes, and the guy sitting next to me like got to move up because there was an empty row. So I had the whole row to myself. It was really fucking like nice, and I like was just like spreading out. I don't know why I told all those details, but I was just laying there, and the airplane shook, and like literally like I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like antifreeze or like acid or something.
No, yeah, acid. They put fucking acid in the air vent.
Something came from the air vents from above me and burnt the fuck out of my fingers and like burnt my hand, and it sprayed me, and like I literally have like low key like a mark on my hand where it was.
So you're gonna sue American Airlines?
I wrote down in my notes app. I was just writing down all my thoughts because I've been writing my thoughts down, and I have the airplane spit acid all over my hands, and I have it time-stamped because I just wanted as much of a case as possible to build against American Airlines because they burnt the fuck out of my hand. I was like, oh, my finger's gonna get gangrene and fall off, and I'm gonna die.
You are so annoying. Anyway, yeah, I just don't believe like. I'm like, if a plane does crash, like that'll be so funny, and the amount of attention I will get.
That was my next thing.
It's worth it to die.
That's the next thing I was gonna say.
Let me rephrase, because I'm sure there are people who have lost like a loved one to a plane crash, and like I'm not saying like it's something to be laughing about, but as someone who's been in like really like gnarly situations on flights where I'm like, oh my god, this like flight has crazy turbulence. Let's just say, I laugh. I sit back and I laugh because I'm like, this, of course, you know what it is? It's like, of course this would happen to me. Yeah, like, of course I would be on the flight that's going to go down.
That's what I was going to say next, was like another thing, like to go along with like me wanting a chronic illness, is like I want to die in a plane crash.
I don't want to die in a plane crash. I've said it before, but like,
not that I want to die. But like I've played this out in my head so many times. When I was like 16 and like super fucking depressed and like flying a bunch, like in my brain I was like, oh, like imagine this airplane crashes and like how many people would like talk about me. Like it's literally, it all boils down to me wanting attention.
Yeah.
And then like it didn't click for like 4 years that I was like, oh my god, like I would be dead as fucking bones. Like I wouldn't even see I wouldn't even fucking see the like reaction of everybody around me. Like I think me and Kai talked about that briefly, where we were like, I think that's like natural. It's like, oh, like if, sorry, this is gonna get dark, but like, oh, if I killed myself, like imagine the look on their faces type shit. If I actually did it.
Okay, girl. No, I was gonna say, you know what's a really fucked up thought that happened?
No, I'm good. I promise I'm good. I'm happy.
No, I believe you, but I'm like, actually, I think for most people, a lot of people think about that, but they think about it in a way like I wouldn't, because that would be awful, like to the people around me.
I'm sorry. I literally, okay, girl. Like, are you okay?
Okay, but you know what's a really fucked up thing I think about when I think about a plane going down is I'm like, I have to grab my bag. Because I'm not leaving my laptop on the fucking plane. When they're like, oh, leave all your things behind. I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
I'm grabbing
I
my
have
iPad.
like 3 cameras in there and a laptop that has a lot of things on it. Like
all my expensive shit. Like, okay, the clothes can burn. I don't give a shit about the clothes.
No, that's actually the worst part is the fact that I couldn't get my checked bag. And all of my fucking vintage pieces would just burn. Oh,
Girl,
that's the worst part.
people are dying. They're dying.
Yeah, and so are those pieces because they're historical pieces that weren't replicated many times, and they're gonna be gone forever.
You could probably sue and make a bunch of money, like, and claim.
No. It's not about the money. It's not about what it costs. It's about the thing that is mine. I've worn it before, and I have an emotional attachment to it, and I want it.
Material girl.
No, fully. I'm a material girl. I don't care. And you know what? It's because God stripped me of being a material girl as a child because I had to...
girl.
What the fuck were you gonna say after I spoke, huh?
What?
I was speaking, you were like clawing to say something.
Just now?
Yeah, and it's just gone.
I was just adding ad libs.
Yeah.
I could go on my list though. Should I buzz open the list?
Give us one more thing.
Okay. I have so many good ones though. I have to pick the best one.
You think every thought you have is good. Like that's the problem. Is you think every thought you have is like gold. Like
okay. Bread and pickles are the devil in disguise. Should I elaborate?
Go ahead. Like what?
Because they're so
like
good.
so common to be like, should I elaborate?
Because they're so good.
Yeah, because no bitch has ever been like, bread is the devil because I just can't stop eating it.
That's
like,
literally me. I just did that. I love bread. I could eat bread every meal. And pickles, pickles are the only food that have me in the refrigerator, fucking crouched down, digging my dirty fucking fingers in there and pulling them out and like slurping that fucking
I love
juice.
a good pickle. Pickles are good. You know what? Should burn and die in fucking hell? Sweet pickles.
Yeah, nope. Absolutely fucking
Kai the
not.
other day was sitting at the counter.
Oh, I had one of those.
I
had one of those.
And I was like, that looks so good.
Because I saw the peppers in there. I was like, oh,
and I was like,
hot?
damn, that's about to be spicy.
Like a
it
little
was
hot pickle?
sweet. You're a freak. Something's wrong with you and you're going to hell. And you put that shit on sandwiches? What is wrong with you? No, you might as well put fucking caramel marshmallow spread on your goddamn ham sandwich. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Marshmallows and ham. That shit sounds bussin'. That sounds like a Thanksgiving after meal.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Leftovers.
We're filming this before Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays. I love Thanksgiving and I love
so you
Christmas.
support the genocide.
No, I support eating fucking good. And just because your white ass doesn't fucking eat good on Thanksgiving doesn't mean you need to perpetuate your guilt onto me. I have a good time. My family loves each other and we serve. Your family loves each other, but I don't think
They're all dying. They're dying on me.
No, your parents aren't like whipping it up in the kitchen like my dad is.
No, we did have good food, but I saw a TikTok today, and this is really, I'm gonna show my true color here. I saw the TikTok and I was like, damn, like, wait, sometimes like unseasoned turkey like tastes good. Like sometimes like unseasoned food tastes good. I'm sorry. Like unseasoned chicken shredded on top of a bowl of rice with like lime and salt and pepper, like that sounds actually so fucking delicious.
Salt and pepper is like seasoning.
No, I'm saying like, sorry, I meant like lightly seasoned. I said I'm gonna show my true colors.
And I just don't agree with that. That is fucking disgusting.
I know that.
Oh my god.
I know that. I'm putting myself on the line here on the chopping block.
Have you ever, as a kid, had to like sit there and shred hot chicken?
Yeah, and it burns the fuck out of your fingers.
It fucking hurts so bad. That was like the worst thing to have to do.
That's actually torture.
Actually, you know what's real torture is having to peel a fucking plantain.
Potato. Oh
my god.
Peel a hot potato and then mash
peeling
it.
a hot potato. No, I'm saying no. A green plantain. I would love to record you doing that.
I've seen you do it before, and it like actually like gave me PTSD.
It was awful. I hate peeling.
They're
plantains.
slimy, right?
No, they're like so starchy. They make your fingers feel like fucking that white styrofoam that is in cases. Also, I think we're at an hour.
Yeah. Do you want to do Q&As at all?
Yeah. Give us 2 questions.
Fuck,
babe.
motherfucker! I didn't even get to talk about this. I wanted to intro it with this. The Patreon Discord is taking lives.
We were having dinner with a friend at our house. We were eating Chipotle, which was so fucking good. Chipotle is bae, like for real.
It actually is bae-y. Like that's like one of the only foods that like have like a little sweetness into it that I'm like, oh, I can get down with this. But sweet savory
so
food,
good.
lame as shit.
But we were having dinner and literally Drew said that to one of our friends, and in their face, they looked like genuinely concerned. And I was like, can you like, you're so annoying because you started like this because you like the way it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds
because it sounds so serious.
The
and then
Patreon
it's like,
Discord is taking lives and it may need to be shut down because someone, hold on, let me get the name. I think her name's, Hold on.
Carrie Bradshaw.
Who the fuck is Carrie Bradshaw? Is that Material Girl?
No, that's Sex in the City.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Fuck. Oh my god. Where is it? I'm gonna freak out. Okay. Her name is Karis. Karis was driving while using the Discord, and I don't support being on your
I bet her
iPhone.
parents were driving.
Yeah, maybe.
Liar,
but
you're a fucking liar, girl. I'm
Karis ran into a deer and like exploded it. Like
no, it didn't
I've
explode.
never seen a more dead animal in my entire life than the photo.
It
that
didn't
was
explode, but the way that shit's laying in there, that is dead.
It's dead as
If you see
dust.
anything in your life laying like that, it is not alive anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to say that before we get into the Patreon questions. That Karis killed a deer while on the Discord.
And you should be fucking ashamed. One time when we were in Big Sur, you weren't there, but I was in the car and there
if you killed an animal, I'm gonna be so sad.
No, if I killed an animal, I'd probably kill myself because to know that I took something's life would like freak me out. But a baby deer came up to my window and like
I could kill something.
Looked at it. Okay, give us the fucking question, Kai. He's freaking out over there.
Selena says, if you would have never had careers in social media, what do you think your life would be like / what would you be doing?
I'd be dead. Oh.
I'd be probably in New York, interning at like a radio station because that's what I like wanted to do. Hopefully that's where I would be, but I would probably also be dead.
Realistically, I've said this before. I'd be in medical school.
So whack. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like the bunch of medical students, I'm like, that is so whack.
Yeah, I'd be in medical school right now.
You just couldn't pay me to go to a
But
doctor.
no,
So I'm like, why
actually-
even go to school? Because there's bitches like me who won't see you.
I wouldn't have survived. Like, I would have gotten like 5 years, 6 years in and seen all my friends graduate. And then like, I still have like 7 more years of like schooling and residency. Like, absolutely fucking not. But also, I've just had a taste of a life completely different from what I would have had.
I was gonna say, I feel like it would have been like fine. That's why I'm like, I
was
would have been
already
alive and I
depressed.
would have just like made it work.
I don't know.
Because I'm just that kind of girl. I make it work. I make it work. Keep going, Guy.
Grace asked, what's the nicest thing you do for each other?
I don't know.
Play with each other's private areas. That's like a tough one. I think like just mutually, like just support. Like I feel like we're just like good at like knowing when each other's like emotionally off and just like asking like, hey, how are you feeling? Like, are you all right? If you want to, like, we don't even have to say like, if you want to talk, you can talk. I think we're just like,
we just know we can.
Intuitive and just like emotion. I feel like we're very supportive of each other emotionally.
Yeah, and we're super like in tune and can understand each other. But I guess I'm like, I don't get the question because I'm like, is it nice things we do? Because I guess that's
like, but that's also just like, I feel like just
that's like
a normal thing
like
you
very
do as
natural
a
that
friendship.
we do. I was gonna say like take each other to the airport and pick each other up like without question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel
doing
like
that tomorrow though.
Oh.
I'm busy. I got things.
Girl,
to
you
do.
are never busy.
I got things to do.
Yeah, because I feel like that's something nice that like most friends do not want to fucking do. Like, I'm sorry, for most of my friends, I don't do that. Drew's like the only exception in which I like take them to the airport and back and forth, and I love my homies. I've taken like Orion to and from the airport before, and she's done that before me. But it's like, I guess it's also easier because we live with each other. I'm curious if that'll like be a thing when we don't. But like just doing something like that, which is so fucking annoying to do. Like not annoying to do, but it's just like
LAX is fucking awful.
Yeah, it's just like God. It's not fun. It's far. It's like dumb. But stuff like that. I feel like we do like little tasks for each other without like
Question.
like when you were like, I want the house to be cleaned, and I just like cleaned the house because I was like, Drew wants the house to be cleaned.
That is something that like I feel like is so important, is like when one of us is gone, like just like coming home to a clean house like is like one of the best feelings in the world. And like literally just like, yeah, I don't know, I just love like doing little things like that.
We do plenty of nice things. I got you dinner last night when you were sleeping without asking.
Oh yeah, that was
stuff
really
like that.
sweet.
Like we do plenty of nice things for each other. We're just like awesome people. Like, and at our core, we're just like really good. So
yeah,
and
like
the chances of meeting someone like
us is like
is
impossible.
really low. So don't hold up
It's like
expectations.
trying to stop meeting people, honestly. Like it's really like just like you're not gonna find us.
Is that it?
You got one more?
One more. Shinky asks, what was the best year of your life and why?
I don't think I've had that yet.
I think
2021 was pretty close so far.
2020 and 2021 have been like pretty good for me. Like despite like little bumps, and like actually I had major bumps in both years, but like I'm just like at the end of the day, I don't feel like I have like much to complain about.
Yeah.
Although I love complaining, but like I haven't had anything that's like fucking gonna like break a hole in my skull. So for me personally, and then maybe like 2017, just because I like definitely sugarcoat it. But like I feel like anytime someone turns like 18 and has a new independence, especially the kind of independence we got to experience as like fresh out of high school people, like that was just like fucking that was everything. And then 2018 was probably the worst year of my life, and I fucking hated it with all my heart. And 2019,
I was gonna say I think like 2017 was like one of my favorite years, but like even like 2020 and 2021, even though like those were like the worst years of my life, I feel like I grew a lot as a person. So like now that I'm able to like look back on like 2020 and like with like the mindset that I have now, I'm like, damn, that was so shitty, but like you like survived, and like I feel like a better person now from that. I was like, that's like kind of like a good thing.
yeah,
good
I guess
year to
even
have.
2017, like I feel like that was a really big like emotionally, like 2016 2017 were like really big like personal growth years for me. And then so was 2020 2021 were like very big, like this is who I am, this is how I feel. Fuck
Dude, yeah,
you.
that's really like interesting, like just like the years that like I forgot who I was talking to about this, but like, oh, it was with Tag and Hunter. I was like when like looking back at times when I felt like literally my life was ending, like the most stressful moments of my life, the saddest moments of my life, like I genuinely cannot recall like what I was like even like thinking about or what was even stressing me out. But like with like that stress came like growth as a person. So like I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think it's like it's like that age old thing, like you can't be happy without being sad. Like you wouldn't know what sadness felt like. So I feel like it's like kind of important to like go through like really fucked up shitty things and like come out on the other side and just have like a new outlook on life.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had a year of like wins, so like that I'm just like, dude, that I'm like, oh my god, I hope this doesn't get bad, like because it's so good that there's bound to be something bad to happen to me. I really haven't had that, but like I think 2020 for me was probably one of my favorite years because I was just like had a lot of growth.
Yeah.
And then I was just having fun. I was like taking a lot of my time to be like, I just want to find reasons to enjoy life, and like ignore stress and responsibility, even though that kind of bit me in the ass. But
look at us now. We have a podcast and we love each other and we get to talk about our favorite media of the week every week.
which is sometimes hard when we stack episodes because I'm like, I have been listening to the same thing. Like, I finally broke out of my curse. I was listening to like the same thing for a long time. But do you want to hear mine or like, what are you fucking doing?
I could just feel an energy. I could feel the eyes
shift.
on me.
So here's some of my music. Oh wait, do you want to go first, Drew?
You can.
Fuck off.
What, motherfucker?
What is so
I
funny?
just like looked up and stared directly into my eyes. Like you knew where my eyes were.
I could feel it.
So, oh wait, now I'm like, I'm having the thing where I'm like, you go, because now I have too much. I'm always like, I'm about to give like a bunch of things.
Give it to Patreon.
Yeah, I'll give like because I'm such a cunt. I went to one of the artists and I like was like, how many monthly listeners do they have?
Oh my God.
But the song I was gonna shout out was their most listened to, but it's still like in comparison to like the Drakes of the world, like they're nothing. They're just like a drop in the ocean. Like
I don't know this song that we're singing.
And now you and me would end up together. Do you know that song? It's like wishing for rain in the heat of the desert. I can't think of the name of it.
Okay, so I rediscovered this song in Denver.
Shut up.
I was in a restaurant and actually, that's so weird. I was in a restaurant and I like, dude, it was like a kind of nice restaurant and I was just being an asshole because there's a speaker above me, but my phone wasn't picking up the song because I was like, what fucking song is this? So I like stood up and like held my phone to the speaker and a girl came up and was like, are you like, do you want the song? And then I was like, I turned and looked at her and I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh my fucking God, wait. Like, I was just listening to Emergency Intercom. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, but she gave me the song title. It's Give It Away by 07. I love that song right now. Kai put me onto a song called Counting Atomic by Ryan Lott. I don't know what style of music that is, where it's just like super like I think it's like experimental, like orchestra, like just like songs that like are so like epic and build and just like get like
super emotionally charged almost.
Yeah, like that one song that I played in the first time we were in that park in Joshua Tree, like the
Philip Glass one.
yeah, like that style of music. I don't know what it is. I fucking love it. And then Josiah showed me. I haven't listened to the new Adele album yet, but Strangers by Nature by Adele is like really, really cool.
I need to listen to that album. She's one of those artists I haven't really listened to. I'm trying right now. I'm in a phase where I'm like artists that I like and I know I like, and maybe there's an album by them I like. I'm trying to like go back and listen to like a full album all the way through and be like, there has to be some shit in
She
here
did this really cool thing with Spotify, where she was like, Spotify, please fucking take the shuffle feature off of my album on Spotify, and they listened and they took it off, and you can't
That's
shuffle
awesome.
her album.
I remember,
which it makes so much sense, like if you think about it.
yeah, because like the artist put them in that order for a reason.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, girl, fuck you.
Girl, fuck you. I like 3 songs off this album. Like, I'm sorry. Make better music.
So, oh my God, I get it. I'm like, do I share some of this? Oh, well,
Oh, they're gonna get it. They're gonna know. Yeah, let's just share it.
So, one of them is Girls, Girls, Girls by Jay-Z. And I feel like if you know that song, you like, I almost posted on my story, but I got insecure because I was like, someone's going to be like, this song is like fucked up. Because like he says some shit on there.
It is gnarly.
Yeah, he says some shit on there that's like, you shouldn't say that. But it's such a good song. It is such a good song. And Never Change from that album is like such a good song also. Like both of those are really good songs.
I did something funny. I like had a song in my playlist, like one of my main playlists that I like that was gnarly, and I like I said, I don't listen to lyrics. Like I never listen to lyrics, and I didn't realize until like 2 weeks after I'd like posted the playlist, I was like, oh my God, like this song is like really gnarly. So I took it off the playlist. I don't remember what it was. I could figure it out though.
I think I've already said this song, but Sweet Taste of Love by Zayn has been like in.
Wait, Zayn Malik?
No, or I don't even know if that's how you say it. Someone's probably gonna like beat my ass for saying it. It's like the song's like Sweet Taste of Love.
Oh, yeah, that's Zayn.
Is that he's
Zayn Malik? Yeah.
And then Do You Know Where You're Going? I think that's the name. Oh, Do You Know Where You're Coming From? Oops, by MB and Jamiroquai. And I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna give. That's all I want to give to you guys, because I don't really fuck with you. I'm still listening to the album Blind by the Sundays. That's it.
Ooh, one more. In My Room by the Langley School Music Project.
Is it that group of kids who like sing songs?
That covered all those like cool songs.
That
one is
it's a cover of Frank Ocean. I don't think it is. No, it's like really old.
It's an a cappella Frank Ocean cover by children choir.
That would actually sound awesome, I bet.
I need to say this because he doesn't realize how much this like affected me like in a positive way. But I got him a glass of water and I was like, do you want some B12 in this glass of water? And he was like, sure. And he like looked over at me and like I saw like a little sparkle in his eye and I was like, oh, what's happening? And he was like, Drew, you look like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, Drew, you look like really good right now. And I was like, oh, like, thank you. And I just like, it feels good to be
Kai has
complimented.
never said that to me. Kai's never once looked at me and been like, you look really good right now.
It's different. We're like boys. Like we're bros. We're two straight men. Like I am straight.
I shouldn't have laughed. Sorry.
Why'd you laugh at his sexuality? He's just.
I don't
saying
know
the
how
truth.
many times I have to say it. Like I'm straight.
No, you're serving straight for real, always and forever. All right, that's it. That's it for this fucking episode. Oh my god. All right, bye guys. Ew.